Hello, and welcome back for more filler content. I think we are 31, 24, 17. Are we 17 days away from moving in? That can't be right. It's coming around so quick. Today I am at a friend's property, one of my classmates from French class, and I'm going to do a little bit of air layering and take some whips just for a bit of perimeter cover at the new property. Let's see how we get on. So the objective today, do you know what? It's really nice just to be outside without it being A, wet, or B, freezing. And the objective today, we're going to air layer some Buddleia, and we're going to take some Willow Whips, and then we're going to use those just for a bit of perimeter cover and future firewood for the new property. Let's see how we get on. So it does actually look like a serial killer's kit, but I've got some metal wire, some secateurs, a knife, some metal cutters, some polythene, some duct tape and a knife. So let's air layer some Buddleia. What we're going to do is we're going to do this today, and then we're going to come back in a month for these. And obviously the point being, what we're going to do, we're going to expose the inner layer of the wood, give it a potting compost dressing, and then that should cause root growth. So we've got something here that looks like an ideal candidate for the air layering. So hopefully you can see that what we've done all around the circumference, we've removed the bark. Now if we just left it like that, the tree will instinctively regrow bark. It will repair itself. But if we scratch off that green layer, then we'll encourage it to root. And there you go, you can see there, completely remove that green layer from all around the branch, and that will enable us to air layer the plant. And then the next step, we're just going to use a little bit of plastic just to make a pocket for our compost. So you can see I've got like a handful of compost there. I'm just going to wet it a little. And then we're going to wrap that around our exposed branch. Apologies, as you can appreciate, really difficult to do with one hand. But what I've done there is I've wrapped our compost grenade around that exposed branch, and then just tied it off with a couple of bits of wire. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap it in some cling film, just keeping the moisture, and then tape it off. And there you go, that's our first one done. We will come back in about 4 weeks time and see how it's getting on. There we go, attempt 2. So we've taken off the outer bark, we've removed that inner layer. Let's get some peat around it. Okay, and there's number 2 taken care of. what I forgot to mention was, what you're looking to do is just make your prepare it just below a bud. So I have to say, it's the beginning of February and it's an absolutely lovely day. Couldn't have a nicer day for it. That's our third one taken care of there. I'll be honest, I think this bush could take a lot more, but rather than kill the golden goose, we're going to leave it there. Let's see about some willow whips. So we've got a willow just behind me. So what we're going to do, we're going to look for anything that's self-seeded and just take some of its extremities off, and then we're going to take those home, leave them for maybe a week in water, and then we're going to take those to the new property and we're going to put them in the ground. Fantastic. Hello you, is that your ball? And I've even got an audience. What do you think? Not keen. Okay, I think that's going to do us for today. We've prepped a few Buddleia, grows like a weed. We've got about 20 Willow Whips that I'm going to go home and soak for a week, and then I think next week I'll probably take those to the property and get those in the ground. I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. And then I'm going to come back in 4 weeks time for those Buddleia. We're going to take some blackthorn so we can grow sloes, Christmas sloe gin. And the one other thing I would like to get from my friend is some of her elderberry cuttings. Elderberry wine I've made before. Fantastic. Satan's blood, we called it back in the day. Cool. I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully more informative. I was going to say than entertaining, but hopefully both informative and entertaining. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you wish, you can buy me a coffee. And I'll see you next time. I think it's 17 days to go. Wow. Have a great week.